Good morning or good afternoon. This is Firebird Frenzy with Tameka Frazier. I'm Tameka Frazier. On my show, we're going to do trivia. I'm going to ask questions. We're going to be on some serious topics, but most of all, we're going to have fun. We're going to have announcements done by Michaela, and overall, I just really hope y'all enjoy the show for this year. This is Firebird Frenzy with Tameka Frazier. I'm here with Mr. Mario class with the freshmen asking about their first year being a Pearl-Cohn. So how does it feel being freshmen joining PC?
It's just I don't know. It's just like school. It's just regular to me. I expected it to be more energetic than what it is now. And in my opinion, by the way people was making it seem, I expected it to be like worse. But it's actually a good school.
It feel like regular school is like it's chill. Everybody cool for real.
What do you think about the freshmen about this year?
I think the freshman class this year, people always say, it doesn't matter what freshman class comes in, people always say, oh, this freshman class is going to be this freshman class is going to be, but for me, every time the new freshman class is always more intelligent, more outgoing, and so this freshman class, I think they're going to be the ones that actually put Pearl on the map as far as like academics and just high achievement and success goes.
How do y'all feel about the school year so far?
So far, I like it. High school is cool, in my opinion.
I like it. I've been learning different things every day and just regular cool.
Same here. I think it's great. I think I got good teachers, and they want like what's best for the students.
I feel like it's really chill. It's not what I thought it would be or what I heard it was going to be, so I like it better like this.
Ms. Mario, are there any new teaching ways that you're going to teach your students this year?
Yes, one of the teaching ways I'm doing this year is more so, peer to peer, and so I think 4 years ago, the first group of freshmen I had, that was like building the foundation. And so now it's being cool that the seniors and juniors are able to come into the classroom and actually talk to the freshmen directly. So I've been using the students more so to teach than me having to teach everything.
What subjects are y'all enjoying the most right now? Like what classes?
I really like Avid. It's really just the only chill class, like that actually listens and does certain stuff that I personally like.
I like Avid. It's like it's a vibe. It's just a cool, chill class, especially like Mr. Mario being here. He a chill dude.
I've been liking math. I don't know. It's just chill, and I got cool classmates in there, and I like my teacher too. So.
I would say Avid and math. About Avid, I'll say what he said. In math, yeah, I got a good teacher. I think he like explains like the stuff like better, and like he like helps us.
I like my math class mostly, but I also like band. So, yeah. Math is pretty easy for me, which is one of the main reasons I like it. And band is just really fun. So, yeah.
Mr. Mario, which one is it? Okay. Are you facing any challenges teaching students this year?
I think it's always challenging building relationships, like not trying to assume just because kids show up to school that they're going to like you. I feel like a lot of teachers should understand that if a kid doesn't know you outside the classroom, you're pretty much a stranger. So it's always going to be a challenge to build that relationship, like with the student, really get to know them for who they are and not just assume because they're in your class that they're going to like you.
What is one thing you wish could be different about this school year than middle school?
I'm gonna say like the phone policy thing, cause I don't like how I gotta put my phone into a case or whatever.
I'll add on to what he said. I mean, last year it wasn't a law, so you didn't have to, but they forced us into doing it. But this year it's a law, so it's just like, it's really nothing different from that.
I think I'll say the same thing about the phones, because last year they forced us to do it, and this year it's like we got more freedom, and like the only time we really got to put our phone up is in the class for real stuff.
I would say the same thing about the phones, and to be honest, I just want to learn, cause like in last year in the 8th grade year, it's like I just feel like I didn't like have a good experience in the learning.
I say the same thing too, because last year in 8th grade we didn't really learn nothing. In high school I feel like we're gonna learn more about life. In middle school we don't really do that. We just learn to work.
Ms. Murray, what is your input about the phone policy?
I think, well, how I feel about the cell phone policy, with it being like a state law, I will say that it takes away the learning opportunity for kids to make the choice. But at the same time, with students having to put the phone up, I have noticed that it's easier to get through instruction because as a teacher, you're not having to say, put the phone up. Or sometimes it's not put the phone up. Sometimes a kid may not be paying attention because they're looking on the phone. So although that kid is participating and not being off task, sometimes they might miss the notes or like a lesson. So then as a teacher, you're having to repeat yourself and say things that a student could have got the first time had they not had the phone. So it's one of those things where I feel for students where they're coming from. I feel for teachers where they're coming from, and I think like as the weeks go on, by quarter 2, quarter 3, it just become a norm, and it really won't be a big deal.
Are you worried about like people stealing people's phones from the phone cases, or that if the phone get lost, would the school be liable to pay for the phones?
I think that last part of that question's above my pay grade. Like I don't know if I think it depends on like the circumstance, but what I will say is with the students we have this year and how the cell phone thing is going, for a student to be able to get the key, unlock it, and get out the room and like not get caught, because even if they were to walk out, there's like a time frame of when we would know that the phone may have been taken. So they're going to be seen when they walk out of the room on camera, you know. So I'm not really worried about phones being stolen. I think about with testing, students turn their phone in during testing. We've never had a phone stolen during testing, and they're not locked away. So,
what is your favorite part of the day?
Probably going home. I think that we're going to band practice. That's probably my favorite part of the day because it's just pretty chill at band. So, yeah.
You think being in a band, you can handle doing your classwork and doing band at the same time?
Yeah, it's pretty easy, honestly, because for marching band, from like 2:30 to 3, you have like a 30-minute period to like do homework and stuff. So it's really easy to balance it out.
My favorite part of the day is when we go to lunch, just because like I can meet new people, especially like people that's in a higher grade than us, and yeah, that's really all.
I'd say my favorite part of the day is like 7th period and like 2nd period, cause like 2nd period I have some people off my football team in there, and it's a very cool class, just like this one.
I'm gonna say my third period class. That class is like a vibe, especially with Coach Ball in there. It's just funny, like. And then another day, like, whenever I'm like going to football practice, I just like to work, and that's all we do at football practice.
I'll say 7th period and go home, because 7th period, like I said earlier, it's really a chill environment. It's nice, it's calm, everybody does their work, you don't have to worry about that, and yeah.
Miss Mario. Okay. What is the biggest difference you notice in students' behavior then compared to like my freshman year and the other freshmen from last year?
The biggest difference I've noticed about behavior, I think it's linked to the phones. So this freshman class has come in, it's like they're on top of their work and like doing the work. There hasn't been a lot of like pushback on turning the work or, hey, why do we got to do this? And so I would link it to definitely the cell phones. But this freshman class I feel like every freshman class is different. They all have their own identity, so I don't want to speak about it as if there's one that's better. But every freshman class has been unique. I think the identity for this freshman class coming in is like, we work first, play later. That's kind of the vibe they're giving me, is like, I'm going to knock my work out. I'm still going to have a good time and joke around, but I'm going to take my academics, at the forefront.
What do y'all hope to accomplish this year?
I hope to accomplish having a 4.0 GPA, and then also winning the city championship in football.
Yeah. I'm just say like the same thing as him, the 4.0 GPA, and like keep my behavior above average. I don't want to get no trouble, none of that.
I'll say getting all A's and handling my anger better, because I have anger issues that I need to handle.
I would say like a 4.0 GPA and the city championship in football, but also like when track season come around, I want to get into the high 10s and like the 100 meter.
Probably just a 4.0 GPA and getting better at tuba. That's about it. So.
This last question is from Ms. Mario. How do you stay motivated and energized throughout the school year?
I stay motivated and energized throughout the school year. I feed off my teachers. So like the teachers that support me in Freshman Academy and trust me like as their team lead. Without them, it'd be super boring and all over the place. And so I'm able to stay motivated just seeing them like on top of their game and building relationships. I've seen the freshman teachers I've been able to see them more visibly in the hallways, like in transitions, as well as vocally, just directing kids and how they're reaching out to build relationships. The teachers are not waiting for an incident to happen to try to then get to learn a kid. And so the energetic part is just in the mornings and like transitions and afternoons when we see each other, everyone kind of has a smile or they're just like a vibe. And so then it kind of like, oh, your class must have been good last period. And then there's also those days where we come together and it's like, oh man, that class must have not been so good, but it was still like a vibe. So just pulling from the teachers, definitely want to give them like a shout out.
This was Firebird Frenzy, and I'd like to thank Miss Mario class for being interviewed again.